Hey everybody, Kate Jones, Realtor with Exit Realty Liftlock Brokerage. Welcome to another episode of Kate's Corner. Crystal is the manager of the pub here in Fort Perry, and she will be doing the interview with us today. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so describe your business.
We are a small town family pub. We're aiming at providing locals and tourists with a nice little spot to sit and enjoy a meal while they're relaxing and looking out over the lake and having a bite to eat and enjoying a pint.
So Crystal, what drives you to do what you do?
Definitely Judy. She's the most thankful boss I've ever had. She's so grateful for everything I do. It's really nice to know that the profits from all of your hard work goes to someone you know, someone who needs it, someone who really appreciates you. I've worked for chain restaurants where you don't even know the owner and they don't even know you, and I've worked for the government of Canada and it was the same thing. I was just a number. They didn't even know my name. Mm-hmm. So it's just nice to not work for a big head honcho guy and work for somebody who really loves you and appreciates you. I love getting up in the morning and going to work knowing that the person I'm working for appreciates me. There's Facebook memes that show that if you died, you'd be replaced at work the next day. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's completely untrue when it comes to Judy. I know that I couldn't be replaced and she would miss me. That's how it should be.
It is. That is awesome. I'm glad you have that boss. What was it like when you first started?
When I first started working here, it was called the Antrim House. I was a waitress and so was Judy. We were waitressing together at the time for the old owner. I was really young. I was shy. I was timid. Judy taught me everything I know. She spent a lot of time showing me the ropes and teaching me her way to do things. I'm definitely the server I am today because of her.
Why did you decide to work here in the hospitality industry, and what does hospitality mean to you?
I've wanted to be a waitress since I was a little kid. You know, when you're reading back through your baby books and when you were 6 years old what your favorite song or your favorite color was, other than wanting to be an Olympic figure skater or a house painter, mine always said that I wanted to be a waitress. I wanted to work somewhere where there was regulars, a group of people who called the restaurant home. When I came here years ago, I saw that this was the place for me. I applied over and over again for over a year at the Antrim House. Just to get hired. And Judy did the same thing back in the 90s. She just kept trying and applying. She knew this was the place for her too. There's a whole side to this industry that most people don't realize. It's important to me to be in this industry because there's a lot of people that turn to their local watering hole for social interactions. They come in multiple times a week, sometimes multiple times a day. Not because they're alcoholics or anything, just because this is their meeting place. It's their home. Many times they aren't actually here for a beer. They're here because they're coming to meet with someone they're looking forward to seeing. Or sometimes they just need to get out of their house, talk to a friend or a stranger. Humans need to have a place to go to meet with other human beings. I think it can be hard sometimes for a new widow or a newly divorced person to know where to start. I've even noticed sometimes we get a lot of people that their spouse is sick and they have a nurse come once a day to take care of them. So during that time, they can pop in here and have a change of scenery and a change of conversation, something different, talk about the weather or anything other than what's going on at home. I think that's what upset me the most with COVID too. They kept calling the hospitality industry unessential and the hospitality staff unessential. And I disagree. I think we are so essential in our neighborhoods. I think it was so silly that they kept the beer stores and the liquor stores open. But they should have kept the pubs open because people need each other more than they need the beer. We have so many customers who have gone through so much over the years. We need to be open to be here for them. To me, I guess that's what hospitality is. It's being there for someone. And it's really important. We need our people, and our people need us. I've even gone from seeing a loving couple come in once or twice a week for dinner, and then the wife got sick and he was was coming in daily or more than once daily so that he had healthy food for her to eat, and he was feeding her and taking her to the bathroom. And then we had him coming in by himself after she passed away, and we were here for them. Like, we sat and chatted, and it was just nice to be here for him. And then he started coming in excited about a new date, and then he came in and introduced us to the lady, and then they came in so excited to tell us that they're engaged to be married. So it's just really nice to be here for people. That's what we're here for. That's what hospitality is.
That's amazing. I'm glad you have those connections.
Yeah.
That's what small towns are about.
Exactly.
What is something most people don't know about the business?
I don't think people really realize how much of a family restaurant we are. Judy's kids, Lori, Neil, Larry, Kelly, John, they all contribute or have contributed here throughout the years. They really made this happen for their mom. Judy's grandkids are also involved. They've worked in the kitchen, they've bussed tables, they've been hostesses, and Judy's granddaughter Jamie even does all the social media for the pub. Even our kitchen is really family based. Our prep cook, Judy Hilton, has had her whole family work here for years. She makes all of our homemade soups and cabbage rolls and everything, and both of her daughters have worked here, and both of her granddaughters and her grandson, they've all been in the kitchen. A couple of them have even gone on to open their own restaurants now, so that's kind of cool. But we're really family-based business.
That is awesome. What is something most people don't know about you?
I went to Georgia College for hospitality management. I had big dreams of opening my own restaurant, but now with all the drinking and driving laws and everything, I think it would be too stressful. I don't think I could do it. Judy's a really strong woman, so she can handle it, but I don't think there's many out there like her who can. The food costs are really high, and there's just so many hard things. Customer expectations are getting higher and higher, and so are the prices.
What do customers love most about the pub?
We really take the time to get to know our customers. Learning about the customers and their family definitely makes them feel special. But when the customers get to know the staff and our families as well, I think it makes everyone feel special. Remembering what they're eating or drinking is part of it, but getting to know them as a whole is even better. We've created some really amazing bonds here. It doesn't feel like work when the guests that you're serving are like your family. It's like getting paid to spend time with your friends.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
What is your greatest challenge?
Definitely finding staff. We had a lot of trouble this year finding people to work. Not everyone really wants to work like evenings and weekends. It just seems like every business in town is hiring. And I feel like it makes it really hard. We've had some bad reviews and stuff, and it's just like some people don't understand that the businesses aren't trying to save pennies by not putting staff on. There just isn't any staff to work. So it's not like we're purposely giving bad or not perfect service. It's just that sometimes everyone's at work who can be at work that day, and it's just a little bit slower. And it's the same in all different types of business all across town. Everyone's hiring. We're even closing in a couple of weeks because a few of our girls wanted to go to the same concert, so we just decided it'd be better to close than be short-staffed and have a chance of getting a bad review. But it's important that the staff can still have a life. You can't work 7 days a week, so we try to balance pleasing the customers and pleasing our staff. You can't say no every time someone asks for a day off, but there's just no one to hire.
That's fair. It's nice to have bosses who care and allow you to have a life and understand that work-life balance is important.
Yeah.
What are your goals over the next year?
Definitely to find staff. I'm really hoping we can find a few like long-term teammates who want to join us before our next busy season. We made it through this year, but we just kind of squeaked by. It's important that staff can have time off, so hopefully we can solve that before our next busy season.
How do you motivate and encourage your staff?
I guess I just kind of lead by example. I really love my job, and as hard as it can be sometimes to leave my daughter and come to work, I miss it when I'm not here. My customers are family, and I miss them when I'm not working. So I just try to make sure that the staff gets to know the customers the same way, so that they feel the same and they want to come to work too. I mean, it's a great job. We get exercise, we get to socialize, and I try to make sure that they know like how appreciated we are. Like Judy and I really appreciate everything that everyone does. So we're one big team and we all work together, and as long as they feel that way, then we're good.
That is awesome. What is your favorite menu items?
Definitely the cabbage rolls and the homemade soups. They're really good. So is our fish and chips. I really love our burgers. They're really juicy. The Reubens, we make a big corned beef roast here, so it's like shaved nice and thin and fresh. But I think people still really come here for the pub food. That's what we're known for, and that's what they come for, like nachos, chicken wings, and the dollar chips. They're pretty addictive.
Is there anything exciting going on that your customers should know about?
We're closing down for the winter again from December 15th to March 15th. So we'll probably have some pretty good specials in December. If you want to stop by while we're finishing up for the season, there'll be some pretty good deals.
Good to know. We'll keep that in mind. And last but not least, what is the best way for your customers to get in contact with you?
Calling the pub itself would be the fastest way to get a hold of anyone at 905-982-8880. But if you wanted to get in touch with Judy, you could email her directly at cjudy48@yahoo.ca.
Perfect. Great to know. Well, everybody, if you are in Port Perry between now and December, make sure you come check them out. The food is amazing, and the staff is even better. Thank you for watching. If you would like to be featured, please feel free to reach out to me at listingsbykate@gmail.com or on social media at listingsbykate.